Welcome. My name is Saj Jivraj. I'm a prosthodontist from London and I practice in Ventura County, California.
And I want to welcome you too. My name is Human Zerenkelk. I'm a board-certified oral maxillofacial surgeon, also practicing in California.
This presentation is going to focus on graftless solutions for edentulous patients with a specific in-depth discussion of the all-on-4 concept. On many occasions we see patients like this, and Human, what solutions do we have for patients like this?
Well, Saj, the reality is that most of these patients are really not offered any solutions. They're told that they don't have the bone necessary for treatment, and they're left to really deal with it on their own. Well, today I think with this lecture we can present a case that these patients can be treated effectively and very quickly.
And this patient coming, through your door, how would you treat them?
Well, today I would treat them a lot different than I was doing them 5 years ago. 5 years ago, this patient would have been in the operating room with bone grafts and sinus lifts and things of that nature, whereas today we've completely eliminated those kind of procedures. This patient would come into our office, would have the procedure done, and would walk out of your office with a complete set of teeth on the same day. And I think that's remarkable.
Yeah, no, there's been definitely a huge paradigm shift in implant dentistry where we can take patients, avoid grafts, take obstacles out of the patient's way, and essentially a patient who would have lived their life, struggling, can now have a fixed restoration in essentially the same day. It's a very, exciting, treatment modality. So what we're going to try and do for you is evaluate the edentulous patient in a systematic manner, going through the slight nuances and the intricacies in the diagnostic process to be able to treatment plan these patients appropriately.
Furthermore, we're going to discuss radiographic studies and all the other surgical considerations involved in treatment of these patients. When you finish this presentation, you should be able to look at your patients in a systematic way and diagnose them and determine what kind of a graftless solution you can offer them, whether you do it yourself or you work with another surgeon, and what he should be able to accomplish for you.
How do you immediately load a patient? What are the things that you need to look for? What are the clinical parameters to achieve a successful result with these patients?
And we're going to talk in depth about the all-on-4 procedure. This is a procedure that has gotten a lot of notoriety recently, and we can tell you that it's a very successful procedure, and it's a very simple procedure once you follow the guidelines that we will present to you in this lecture.
So, with all that said and done, we also are going to give you a scientific foundation for the all-on-4 concept. What studies have been done? What research is out there? How can you, justify your decision-making process when carrying out this procedure?
Again, we will go over the surgical protocols. I will personally go over all the steps involved in the surgical diagnosis and be able to give them an immediate load, fixed appliance at the time of the implant placement.
We'll show you the parameters that need to be adhered to transition a patient from teeth to implant-supported restorations very predictably. This type of treatment literally can be done within a day. We'll go through definitive prosthesis design. What do you need to look for when you're evaluating your framework? How the final wax-up should be designed, what you should be doing in terms of occlusion, and how to deliver the final restoration to optimize the patient's requirements of aesthetics and phonetics.
The reality of our patients are that the patients want good-looking teeth and they want them now. And with this presentation, we should be able to give you the tools to provide that to your patients very predictably and safely.
Join us for an in-depth evaluation of graftless solutions for edentulous patients and how to deliver care optimally. You won't be disappointed.
For more education programs, visit the Guide Institute at www.guidedental.com.